on the... yes. Okay, I think that should do it. Yeah, I played it just a little bit yesterday to see if it would be good for stream. I did not get that far. I don't know why it keeps telling me that this is an F. I don't get it. But let's try. Not sure if I should exact it. So visual ontology is offline. Can't find the server. I am Scout. I can't see anything. I know. I'll run visual recalibration routines. Data damaged. Repairing the visual surface. Basics of image reconstruction are simple. See that grid? Fill in certain squares and a picture will appear. The clues on the side of the grid tell you which squares to fill in. Once you've filled in the right squares, you'll complete the image. See how this row has a 5 written here? That means 5 connected squares in this row should be filled in. Since there are 5 squares in a row total, that means all of them are filled in. So let's do that. Can I do this line now? Great! See how the clue there went gray? That means you filled in the clue properly. Okay. Now we're going to introduce other important parts of the instruction. Making squares that must be empty. Take a close look at this column. The 1 clue means that only 1 square in this column should be. Because 1 square is already filled in, that means none of the others can be so. So we should mark these with a cross, as they shouldn't be filled in. So mark these with a cross. Let's right click. Cool. We're good to go. Now do the same for the second column. And the third, yeah. Got you. Figured that part out already. This row has 2, which means these are the only 2 that should be filled in. So then boop boop and boop boop. Okay, great. So now this means that this row is already done and we just need to... As you can see, marking the squares with X's is really important and makes reconstructing the image much easier. Image reconstruction can be boiled into 2 tasks: filling in squares that are correct and placing X's in squares that cannot be filled in. Now, use the techniques you've learned to complete the puzzle. It's really not that hard. Done. You found a right arrow. Visual oncology test, basic VFD successfully completed. Oh, an arrow pointing right. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, all that data is corrupt. Alright, now let's look at a really useful technique called overlapping. This row has a clue of 4. Remember, that means 4 connected squares should be filled in. Given that there are 4 connected squares and only 5 possible spaces, that means there are only 2 possible places this group can go. Look at the 3 squares in the middle of the row. Notice how no matter where we place this group, these 3 squares are always filled in? This means we can safely fill them in now. Go ahead! Woo! This is overlapping. Work out which squares will always be filled in or always empty, regardless of where the group is. Now look at this row. So it's going to be this one that's always filled in. This one only has 3 connected squares, which means there are 3 possible positions it can be. Even in this situation, there's an overlapping square. The one in the middle. Yep. Fill it in now! Alright. So notice how this row has 2 numbers. This means that this row has 2 groups. One of 3 connected squares, and one that's just a single square. The groups must be separated by at least 1 blank space. So, for example, in this instance, it must go 3 squares, at least 1 blank square, and then 1 final square. Given that there are only 5 squares in a row, there's only 1 possible layout. Shouldn't there be 2? Because then we could do... There should be 2, because it could go 3 this way and 1 that way. I guess if we're... This... Maybe? We're counting up here, maybe? Because there should be 4 squares. It's 2, so maybe that's what they're doing? I don't know. Fill in the highlighted squares and put an X in the square we know. Yeah, because these 2 are 4, which means these 2 would have to be filled in as well, right? Or 4. There we go. We can do some more overlapping on this column. I could also just fill this column in. Given that we already have one of the squares filled in, we are now only 2 possibilities. Go ahead and fill in 1 more overlapping square. Did you notice in the previous square, the last one will never be filled in? Did you notice that in the previous case, the last square will never be filled in? Crossing out squares you know must be empty is crucial. Is as crucial as filling them in. But that sentence can... Okay, so they're talking about this one. This one will never be filled in, so let's cross it out. Okay. Don't know why that confused me so much. See, this is why I'm going to struggle with this, because my brain does not work the way a brain should work. That'll be fun. On the subject of crossing things out, notice how the last column has been completed already. Thank you! I was trying to do that. Now, use all the techniques you've learned to finish this puzzle. Okay. So this one has 3, so it could go here, or it could be either one. This is definitely 4. Right? So it could be 1 or 2. Alright, and this has 3 connected, so those would definitely be connected. Right? So that one's good. I'm going to assume, because we have to have 1 in a space here. Right? So that would be that. And then this would be an X, because we've got... Okay. If you say so. You found dog! I mean, did I? Visual basic successfully completed. Dog! How cute! Let's try others. Everything's corrupted again. Okay, that's not good. We're accessing memory. 85% memory corruption? How? What happened? Try and find a way out. Oh, it's a garbage bag. Wait, I mean that this is a garbage dump? Someone throw me away. Aw, guy. We are gonna go on easy difficulty because, like, I feel like these puzzles are gonna get way much harder than that. And I am not great with this puzzle. I'm not great with numbers. 4 letters. So that's gonna be fun. And that's how I discovered the missing murder weapon was inside the butler all along. My God! I can't believe I didn't think of that! I couldn't have done it without your help, Detective Oates. After all, someone had to distract that swarm of bees. You're right, we make a great team. It's just lucky we were in the neighborhood. We'll always be where we're needed, Oates, because wherever there's murder, there's Miss Terry! Cut! That's the last of the reshoots. Great work, everyone. Great work. One second. I have to do something for my own sanity. Alright. Enjoy your summer break, okay? Ah, thank God for that. I hate reshoots. Like, I already nailed it the first time. It's not my fault I'm surrounded by a bunch of talentless idiots. Excuse me? Sorry, Honor. You're not an idiot. Honor, can I see you in my office real quick? Sure. I'll be right there. Another meeting with the showrunner. I wish he paid that much attention to the real talent around here. Better run along now. Your other Honor, 4 months until next season. 4 months before we get to talk to her. Thanks, Becky. Have a great summer. Hope you have a great summer. Ugh, what a suck-up. Please, come in. How's it going? Your wife doing okay? What? Yeah, she's fine. Listen, So what's going on? Did we get canceled, or did my lines get cut again? Did we get canceled? We didn't get canceled, did we? I thought the 5th season was already confirmed. Show's fine. The numbers for last season were great, but the show's fine. The numbers for last season was great, but it's about your contract. Contract? I don't understand. Oh, I wish there was something. But wait, you're firing me? This isn't what You're the showrunner, Blake. You don't act like you've got no choice. No warning, no negotiation. You're supposed to be my friend. Please, Honor, I wish I could explain it, but try. Some of these lines are moving a little too fast. I can't. Yeah, I'm with her. You're gonna need to try on that one. Quick second, this thing is... But... Okay. There we go. That should have... Yes? We'll see. I can't. About the show. Can't just get rid of Detective O. Fans will go crazy. Telling me. Hate mail. Changing the theme song. Ugh. Sometimes things come up, unexpected things. I have to do whatever it takes. The network put forward the idea of a talking poodle back. I might try it out. Animal companions are right. Replaced by a dog. That's dignified. I know that. Forget it, Blake. Don't need your sympathy. What I need is for you to have my back like you always used to. So that's not. This isn't what I wanted, Honor. I swear. Wish I could believe. Well, on to the talking poodle then. Can't believe this. 4 years of hard work and then I'm out. Just like that. Is there a keyboard short? What am I supposed to do now? Miss Marazzi, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hi there. How's it going? Second. This thing is being a thing over. That should fix it. Okay. Miss Marazzi, good to see you. Good to see you. Say, you haven't seen any kids running around out here, have you? Sorry. What do they look like? Or the Friday Fun Show audience escape again? Did the Friday Fun Show audience escape again? Not since they started strapping them to their seats. I just got a report about kids spraying graffiti on the studio lot. Same thing happened last summer, but oh, look at me going on. You must have finished filming by now, right? Yep. Oh, I finished filming, alright. Oh, yeah. Like, not coming back. What? No way! Yeah, Blake isn't renewing. Oh, jeez, that's awful. I thought you two were friends. What about money? What with your husband being out of the picture, wasn't this your only income? Yep. Gosh, I'd be terrified if it was me. Oh, I'm getting a stomachache just thinking about it. I was trying not to think about it, Bill. You're the one who brought it up, Honor. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Me and my big mouth. But you'll be fine, Miss Marazzi. I know it. I'm sure you've got a plan. So far, the plan is to go home and find something strong to drink. Well, you take care of yourself, okay? Plenty of people here will be sad to see you go, me included. Thanks, Phil. Shouldn't you be looking for those kids? Kids? What kids? Whoa! Right! I'd better go! See you around! Where did I put my car keys? Thought I had them in my handbag somewhere. Detective Oates? Not in the mood to sign on. Oates isn't my name. I'm just an actress, and this really isn't a good. But I need your help, Detective, just an actress. I'm not a detective. Could you please just... Ah! You're not a fan. What are you? I am Scout. Is this some kind of prank? Processing. Prank. A practical joke. A deception. No, I am not a prank. I am Scout. Alright, where's the hidden camera?
I am equipped with a digital imaging device, if that's what you mean. It isn't hidden, but it may be hard to see from where you are. Do you have any other questions?
Listen, this is all real clever. Hilarious, really, but I've had a bad day and I'm not in the mood. Unless you can find my car keys, I suggest you get lost.
I can help find your keys. I can find anything. Activating object identification mode.
Okay, so these are already filled in because they're a 0. So we have a 6 and a 2 with a gap in between. This is just a 1. These are all just they're 3. Okay, so these are 3. Which means these are all 100. Okay, and it blocked that row out for me because I finished. Alright, so let's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we could have 2 down here, 1 up here. Could just be 1 and 2. 5, 6. So then this would have, not that one. That would have to be the other one. Okay, so then that means in order to get a 1 here, we have here and here. Yes. We found car key? That's a funny looking key. How is my detective rank still in F? Didn't do half bad on that.
There it is, in your bag.
That's not my car key. Oh, that's a tampon. Oh, that explains. Oh, a tampon made from a dye. I know what it is. I just don't get what it's supposed to help me open my car.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm detecting multiple faults in my object recognition system, and
I really...
Wait! I still need your help!
I told you, I'm not a detective. I'm not even a fake one anymore. What could you possibly want me to do? I don't remember. Great. Well, good luck with that. Get lost, will you? I swear, LA gets weird. Where are those keys? Yeah, I left them back in the studio.
Well, if I'm gonna be lost, I might as well follow her.
Must be around somewhere. Ah! I did startle Kay with that. Sorry, Kay. What was that? Sounded like it came from Blake's office. Well then, by all means, let's go to the office, shall we? Becky, I thought I heard a scream. Did your assistant bring you non-ionized water again? What's the matter? Did your assistant bring you non-ionized water again? He's dead! Ah! Blake! Well, he wasn't in the story long, was he? I just came in and I think I'm gonna hurl. Hey, don't leave me here on my own. Oh, hi, Honor. Oh my God, is that Blake? What happened? I don't know. I heard Becky scream and... Oh, jeez. What are we gonna do? Oh, we gotta stay calm. I can do that. I'm not qualified for this. They taught me how to check ID and operate this little gate, but... Oh, darn, but not this. Hi. Oh, no. We have to call the police. Oh, yeah. Good idea. call the cops. They'll know what to do. They're professionals. You just wait here. It'll all be fine. Jeez, just seeing the blood makes me feel queasy and Bill. Right, yeah, police. Sorry, I'll go get help. Some of the line work. Like, show's over. He was just lying there. Bloody hell, I'm sorry, Anna. No one should have to do that. Just don't get it. Hurt Blake. Is this everyone?
Well, all staff present and correct, sir. Well, everyone except Blake on account of him being dead and all.
Oh, jeez! Me and my big mouth again. Oh, sorry, everyone. Oh, I just can't believe what's happening. I'll take it from here. I'm Senior Detective Jerry Cross. I'll be leading the investigation into the death of your showrunner, Blake. I realize this is a difficult time for everyone, but if you work with me, I can see that justice is served. First off, who found the body? That would be Becky. Becky found the body. I came running when I heard her scream. Yeah, he was dead when you found him? How should I know? I'm not a doctor. Becky, he's trying to help. Sorry, Detective. She's obviously still in shock. And who are you exactly? I feel like I've seen you somewhere. I'm Honor Mirzai. I am Mirez or Zire? I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm Honor Miri, an actress. Honor Mirai, huh? Well, I'll be. Probably seen the show Murder, Miss Terry. I played detective. Of course he's seen it. We're a smash hit. Yeah, that must be it. Yeah, that must be. I'm Becky Call, by the way. Star of the show and soon to be winner of this year's Starshine Award for Best Actress. Hopefully. Glad to meet you. Now what I need you to do is an autograph, of course. But I'm going to have to ask you for a small fee. I don't want your autograph, Miss Call. I just want you to think about what you saw. You'll all have to submit statements after I've examined the crime scene. I don't know why I'm tripping over words, so okay. Do you need anything else? Do you need anything else until then, or can we all do the process after? Hold it! No one's going home. There's been a murder. I don't want anyone leaving this room until I've got this place secured. Understood? You're being cute. Right. You can't lock us in here. There's no bathroom. Use a paper cup if you have to. I want to keep all of you in one place until I got the facts straight. Listen, Senior Detective, I'm not going in a cup. Where do you think we are, a frat party? What's your name? Casey LeBeau, award-winning hair and makeup artist, Enchanted. Aren't you Brits supposed to be good at keeping things bottled up? Now's your chance. Any other questions? Any other questions? Who is that hiding in the corner? Me? I wasn't hiding. I got nothing to hide, Mr. Cross. I mean Officer Cross. Not officer, it's senior detective. Who are you? What are you doing here? Right, senior detective. Got it. The name's Tooley. I was getting a drink when all hell broke loose. Senior inspector, sir. Let me say it slowly so you get it. Senior detective. And I meant, what are you doing here in the studio? What's your job? Oh, why didn't you say so? I'm a handyman by day, a bodybuilder and model at night. I'm gonna be the next Schwarzenegger. That's great, and I definitely circle. But we still haven't solved my weed problem. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm not your babysitter, Mr. LeBeau. The matter is closed. As for everyone else, I don't care if you're an actress the next Schwarzenegger or William Dang Shatner. You're all suspects until I say otherwise. You, security guy, Bill, wasn't it? Take me to the crime scene. Everyone else, just sit tight while I do my job. Isn't Bill also a... The real crime around here are those eyebrows. Somebody needs to pluck those before they get into a cat fight. I suppose we're stuck here, so Tooley, let's talk about your body build. Okay. Ah! Come on already! Let me out! Ah! Would you stop making so much noise? He obviously can't hear you. It's Friday night and I'm supposed to be at a party in like 3 hours. How am I supposed to get ready if I'm stuck in here with you losers? Oh. You realize Blake's dead, right? And all you can think about is your stupid party? Just because Blake's dead doesn't mean my social life has to die too. No, but it might mean your job is dead. Blake was the showrunner. Without him, there might not be a show. So you might not have a job to come back. I'm just saying. It's about time. I thought you were ignoring me. I was. Would have kept it that way too, but I found this guy in the hall. Over by the set. You got any other potential suspects wandering around that I should know about? Shouldn't you have the studio in lockdown? What if the killer already got away? I've got patrol cars at every exit. No one's getting out of here, but thanks for telling me how to do my job. John, you're gonna stay here until I say otherwise. Got it? Oh, he's a super fan. He's gonna love me. Yes, detective. Hi, I'm John Redfern. Looks like you're stuck here with us, Nan. You'd better not need the bathroom. Oh my! You're Miss Terry! Yeah, I know who I am, thanks. And you're Detective Oates! Wow! I'm a guest starring in a new episode. Am I guest starring in a new episode or something? Right, hilarious. Who are you again? Don't worry about her. She's just starved for attention. So you a new crew member, or he's obviously a super fan. Come on, guys, come on. Me? Work on the show? I wish. I'm just a fan. Like the biggest fan. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm actually talking to Becky Cole. Oh, this is amazing. A fan? Well, why didn't you say so? It's always a pleasure to meet someone who appreciates talent. I just turned her into a Southern Belle. I was going for more like Valley Girl for her. I seriously can't even. Everyone on Usenet. Okay, everyone on Usenet is going to go nuts when I tell them about this. Oh my God, he's one of those freaks from the internet. What if he's the killer? Killer? What are you talking about? Come on, Becky. Only just got here. I mean, it could have been any one of us. Even you, Becky. Me? Honor, you must have lost your tiny mind. Why didn't I see it sooner? Honor did it! Excuse me? Could somebody maybe explain what's going on? Think about it. She's the one who just got fired. Wait, what the what? You got fired? Happened right before this thing was... I didn't know how to tell. You don't need to be Miss Terry to realize that's one heck of a motive for murder. Don't you go throwing stones, Miss Glasshouse in 1996. We all know you and Blake were fighting over your contract. What? I don't have to listen to this! Don't you walk away from me! Someone please tell me what's happening. Nope. Everything's falling apart. Just wish I could do something. Stuck in here. If I could get out. Maybe I can help? Am I hearing voices? Maybe we really have been locked in here too long. Hello! Ah! You again! What are you doing here? Helping! Do you need me to find something? I'm good for tampons, thanks. How about a killer? A killer, and it could be anyone in this room. Even you? No, not me. I just don't know how to prove that yet. Maybe that's how I can help. How do you know? How do I know I can trust you? I don't even know what you are. Ask me anything you want. I'll try my best to answer. Sure, we'll question. Scout. Hello, Detective Just an Actress. Please, just call me Honor. It's a pleasure to meet you, Honor. I am Scout. What would you like to know? What are you? First things first. What are you? A good question. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer. That's why I need a detective. Do you know anything about yourself? I know I'm a robot. I'm equipped with radar, an imaging camera, and over 200 megabytes of storage. Oh, that is not very much. So you're some kind of flying camera. Unclear. Most of my subroutines are corrupted, but many are for searching optical data and matching to known objects. However, most of my object database has been lost. That explains the tampon thing. How did you lose so much data? I don't know. My memory banks were severely deteriorated when I came online. It's like you're quite the mystery, Scout. Where'd you come from? Well, I was hiding under the table. I didn't mean in here. I mean, who made you? I don't know. All that tech and no warranty card? Better hope you don't need any spare parts. Alright, let's work backwards. How did you get here?
I was following the street. I saw it. Murder Miss Terry, solving mysteries every Thursday.
The billboard outside this.
Do you solve mysteries on other days as well? I don't know if I can wait until Thursday.
You said you were following the street. Where were you before?
Oh, a bad place. There were broken electronics everywhere. Oh, no wonder I was damaged.
You mean the scrap heap? Who would throw something like you away?
Well, that's what I want to find out.
What do you want from me? I told you I'm not a real detective.
Well, I understand, but perhaps you can help me find one?
Scout, I've got my own problem. One of my friends is dead. Also, maybe you haven't noticed, but we're locked inside a break room. I can't help anyone right now.
Well, then let me help you. I can find a way out of this room so you can prove your innocence. And then I'll be free
I'll be free to help you.
It is logical, is it not?
Guess I can't argue with that. I can argue with that. I can argue a lot with that. Number one, you are not a trained detective. There is no reason on earth why you should be getting involved with a police investigation. You could contaminate evidence and accidentally frame yourself if you go poking around. So that would be the first problem. Number two, you are not a trained detective. What are you going to do to help him in return? It's a logical question. I'm just saying. Ooh, sorry. Caffeine's wearing off. How do I know I can either that or it's one of the voices. One of the voices. Sometimes that happens when I do voice.
Every once in a while, I'll tap into a voice that just
triggers my yawn reflex. Usually it's my old man voice that does it though. How do I know I can trust you? My friend is dead. For all I know, you could have killed him.
Oh, I would never hurt anyone. Well, I don't even know how. I only want to find out who I am.
I don't see any weapons on you. Guess you're safe.
Hey!
But I swear, if you go all HAL 9000 on me, we are through. Find me a way out of here.
Sure, I'll do a quick scan. Found a way out. There's a gap in the wall. Behind you, approximately 6 feet, 8 inches tall.
That's the door, Scout. If I could get out that way, I wouldn't need your help.
Oh, sorry. My logic circuits are obviously still warming up. Give me a moment to make more detailed scan.
It's gonna be the vent. Use Scout's scanning mode to locate objects of interest. Move viewport with the mouse and click to scan with the cursor fully. Yep. Oh, buddy. Five, six. Okay. So I'm assuming we're doing this and this. Really? That's not it, huh? That was it? Really? Okay. Okay. Just out of curiosity. I see what we're doing. I do see. Okay. Here and then that down there. Okay. And then that's this fully filled in, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's what you call a vent? Found air vent. Okay, if you say so. I'm still a failure of a detective. I think I've located another way out. Could you verify that it's not another door? It's an air vent. That might actually work. It really won't. Like, realistically, they will not actually work. Or at least it works in the movies. It does not. I saw Mythbusters. It does not work in real life. Only problem is it's sealed up with a metal cover. You don't happen to have a crowbar on you. You probably just need a screwdriver. At least that's how most vents work. Oh, I don't think I have that feat. Worth a try. Cover seems to be held in place by 4 metal screws. Thank you. It can probably be removed for access. Delete. Okay, so we need a screwdriver. I'm guessing you don't have one of those either. So, I'll sure to bring it up with my creator if I can find one. What do you think you're doing? And what is that thing supposed to be? I am Scout! Honor, are you really that desperate for friends? I always knew you were weird, but I think that it was... But I didn't think it was this bad. Have you written your statement yet? Have you written your statement yet? I can't write in these conditions! Any one of you could be a murderer! Oh! So could you. Pretty convenient you found Blake dead, isn't it? Why would I kill my own showrunner? That's career suicide! I mean... You're not acting like it's career suicide, though. You're acting like you're gonna get season 5 going. So, like, it's very possible that the network replaces him with a new showrunner and you stay in place. And if that's the case, then you're fine and you have absolute... Because I think the network is actually his boss. He's not like... Blake was the showrunner, but I don't think the showrunner is actually the guy who's the boss. I think he actually has to answer to... I think. I don't know. I don't know. Ugh! What's taking that detective so long? You'd think someone his age would value time. For once, I agree with you. Scout found an air vent that leads out of the room. I'm gonna get out of here and move on to this. What? No way! I'm not letting you sneak out while I'm stuck in here. What are you gonna do? Tie me to a chair? If you so much as touch that air vent, I'm telling Detective Cross! You get fired, Blake dies, and then you try and escape? You don't look so innocent to me. But if she's right, escaping this room may not be the best option. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! I said that a while ago. Escaping the room is not a good point. No. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, Scout, and we have to move fast. No! No! Sometimes best defense is to stay where you are. and let the police do their job. Because if you go mucking around with the crime scene before they finish doing what they do with it, number one, it makes you look like you're tampering with evidence, hide yourself, so you frame yourself. Number two, it makes you look, number two, you could accidentally leave your own evidence behind and frame yourself that way. Oh, her hairs were found at the crime scene on the body. Well, yeah, because she leaned over the body to take a closer look and she shouldn't have been doing it. The longer we wait, the more time the killer has to cover their tracks. What do you think the police are doing on the other side of the door? What do you think they're doing? Just sitting out there talking? How do you know that? I've picked up a thing or two. Murder mysteries are always my... I mean, here's the thing. Me too. But I'm not dumb enough to think that just because I like a lot of crime dramas means that I would be a competent. I'm not. I just never expected to be in one. Nobody ever does. But before we can get out of here, we have to find some way to distract Becky. We investigate or probably question. Ugh, what do you want? Let's start with something nice. How you holding up? Ugh, I'll be okay. No thanks to that idiot detective. Can't believe he left us locked in here without any protection. What if the killer tries to finish off the rest of us? You don't think they'd be trying to live? How should I know? I'm not a murderer. Maybe not. On the other hand, what that contract? What was with that contract thing? What was that What that contract thing seems like a little... What was that contract thing about? What? Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. That was hers. Never mind. I was reading in his honor. It's Becky. What? That contract thing? Don't be stupid, Honor. That's just business. I'm not a suspect. I'm a victim of circumstance. So you were fighting with Blake about your contract. Were you really fighting with Blake about your contract? I do not want to talk about it! But you can believe these people. But you can't believe these people. No, but you can believe these people. I'm their biggest star. Oh, but can you believe these people? I'm their biggest star and they can't even find a few $1,000s for promotion? Ugh. That's why I got fired. Guarantee you, they fired me so that they can pay her. That's what it is. They fired me so that they can give at least half of my salary to her. I swear, it's like they want the show to... What are you smiling about? Nothing. It's just, I thought you didn't want to talk about it. Ugh. You and the detective. Sounds like you don't think too much of Detective Cross. He's so old! I thought real detectives were supposed to be cool and mysterious. No, not really. The only mysterious thing about him is why he hasn't been retired yet. So meeting your biggest fan. Sad does it feel to finally meet our biggest fan?
Who, John? He's so pathetic. He keeps trying to talk to me about poetry or some crap. As if I want to hear poetry at a time like this.
You'd think your biggest fan would know you aren't interested.
I'm into art! But fashion is the art of the 90s, Honor!
And John is anything but
fashionable.
You really want to get out of here? You should let me go. The sooner I can prove I'm innocent, the Detective Cross can concentrate on finding the real killer.
No way! If I have to be stuck in here, then so do you.
You're just mad because you're gonna miss your stupid party.
Duh! It's the social event of the season! I'm supposed to be there in 3 hours! If I don't get out of here soon, everyone will be drunk by the time I get there. They won't even notice me arriving!
You're more worried about getting to a party on time than about Blake? Don't you care at all?
Of course I care! It's tragic, but this isn't any party. It's a Mitzi McCree party! Ugh.
You know how hard it is to get on her guest list?
I have been trying for months! Not that you'd understand. You always got invited to these parties with your husband. Oh, sorry. I meant ex-husband. Maybe now you're divorced, you'll finally see what it's like for people like me. You know, people who got where they are through hard work, not by marrying some rich guy. I auditioned like everyone else. Oh, sure. And who got you the audition in the first place? I still don't understand why you divorced him.
Well, I was married to Blake, right? That's obvious. I was married to Blake.
If I had a guy who got me into Mitzi McCree parties, I'd never give him up.
Let's just go back. Investigate. Am I supposed to right click or I forget? Oh, there we go. Microwave! Okay. Fill this in. And that means that this row has a row of 3 and a row of 5. And one of them has to connect here. Or 5. That was the correct guess. I was just guessing them. Alright, so this has 2 and 1 space. This has... also... that puts these guys as he... sorry. And then that puts... what is that supposed to be? My car key? It looks like a push pin. Oh, that's a screwdriver. Okay. Found a screwdriver, by the way.
Honor, I found something. My ontological database indicates it's some kind of tool, but all further data is damaged or missing.
It's a screwdriver, Scout. This is just what we... Hey, Toolie. Hey, Toolie, wasn't it? I'm guessing this is yours? Huh? What makes you think that? Well, because, I mean, you're a handyman. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna make him like a surfer. So, do you mind if I borrow this? Mind? Why would I mind? I'll lend you a tool anytime you. I'm good. Maybe after we get out of here. Oh, maybe after we get out of here, you go have a coffee or. Scout, if you've got a cattle prod attachment, how's the. Well, you know where I'll be if you change your mind. I just barely met. Back to investigate. I wasn't done. A refrigerator! Alright, so this is a 10 by 10 grid. 2. Alright, look. I guess. That was just a guess. That would be 5. Skip them and do. Alright, so this is a 6. 1 here. 1 here. Okay. I'm doing very good at guessing. I'm not. What if I turn hints off? Do you stop, like, giving me stuff if I turn it off? So we have 1 here. In there. Alright, look, we have 2 filled in, and this has 5. We gotta go 5 here. I'm assuming 4 there, and then. Okay. Gotta have 1 in. Could be in. Okay. This is an 8. I already had. Gotta be. Okay, those 2 are done. So. That one's gotta be it. Okay. So 8 by 1. So that leaves this. So that's got to be blanked out. You already have the 3. When anyone. 5, 6. 1. 1. Alright, you have 4. Yes. Okay, cool. I mean, it looks like we're building Pac-Man. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like we're building. Okay. That would be out there. And then those 2. An apple! That explains why it looked like we were building Pac-Man. Okay. Do you think this could be useful to the investigation? I'll be honest, it seems unlikely that an apple is a smoking gun. A gun? Oh, be careful, Honor. Guns are dangerous. No, Scout, it's just a turn of phrase. The murder weapon or a vital. Oh. It's very confusing. They think another thing. That's fair. I'm sure you catch on to what?
Oh, that was another one, wasn't it? So when I was over here, it was like, is that just the screen glitching out, or is that giving me? A blank spot on the floor. Oh boy. Okay, so we have 8. There. Alright, and we 1. It's supposed to be 7. Alright. So... should be 7. You have 1. There's 2 1s and a 5. Okay. Okay. Oh, those are both in. Oh, because I have the 2 down here. Never mind, I'm crazy. Alright, look. So this might be filled in. Then we have 3 down there. This might be filled in. Okay, that'll work, I guess. Oh, right, because we... alright. 1, 2, 5. And then we're definitely going to have a 1 there. All of these are blacked out. Okay. Oh. So, that leaves... Okay. I'm just guessing. Blacked out? A doll? Okay, a Miss Terry toy. I mean, if you want to say that's a doll, that's fine. Oh, hey, we've ranked up to... A new bonus puzzle has been added to Scout's memory bank. Yay! What's this toy doing? Ah! Hey, be careful with that! Don't you realize what you're holding? Action figure, I guess? Kind of action figure? Action figure? Well, that's not an action figure. It's a Miss Terry figurine, and a rare one too, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it looked... Guess I didn't recognize Becky without a scowl on her face. How come it's so valuable? Well, since you're interested, this particular figurine has a small but hilarious mistake. Take a look at the face. Do you notice anything? Aside from a strong urge to pull Becky's head off? No, no, no! The eyes are the wrong color! Isn't that funny? Like, how do you get the eyes the wrong color on Miss Terry? Oh, they only made 200 before they noticed the problem, so they're very rare. I wonder how it got here. Well, I've actually got another one just like it right here in my back. In my... Question. Why would you bring your extremely rare and ultra valuable tiny figurine with you wherever you go? wouldn't you, I don't know, prefer to put that on a shelf? I mean, if you were going to get it signed, sure, maybe. But I imagine it would be difficult to sign a small figurine. Unless she's got a base to it, in which case, why didn't you leave the figurine itself at home and have her sign the base? Why? Wait, is that mine? You took it out of my bag! You're a thief! A thief? It was just lying on the floor! On the floor? But it's worth hundreds of dollars! There are people out there that would kill to own this! Calm down. It's just a piece of plastic. Just a piece of plastic?! Oh, John, remember what Dr. Frierstein taught you. Oh, good. He's in anger management. That's helpful. I'm sorry if I shout. I just can't stand to see priceless collectibles, especially when they belong to me. Sorry, John. I really didn't know yours. Should probably take it back before I get any idea about shoving plastic Becky into. No! Dr. Frierstein says I have to learn to share. Besides, you are Detective Oates after all. If I can't trust you, who can I trust? Yeah, take your doll back. Well, we're kidding about the garbage thing, right? No. Alright, so there's nothing else to investigate, so I guess we question Becky again. Click Show Evidence to show the evidence collected by Scout to suspects and prompt for new revelation. So there's entrance to a ventilation shaft, conveniently human-sized screwdriver. We have a Miss Terry posable figurine for ages 5 and up. Is eating an apple, maybe? Are you just going to show me whatever trash you picked up off the floor? Newsflash, I don't care. Oh, great. Even more crappy merchandise. Is that the outfit from the marching band episode? No, it's the one from the alien bug cult. Ugh, I hated that episode. You know, it took Casey 3 hours to get all that green gunk out of my hair. Ugh. Excuse me, Miss Cole. I couldn't help over here. I have to politely disagree. It wasn't just gunk. It was insect meat. And it wasn't green. It was gray. I have it on VHS about 100. Ugh, I don't care what color it was. That crap was in my hair. Oh, but those details are very important. Without a consistent world, the show would fall apart at the seams. Oh, please. It's all made up anyway. As long as I'm there, people will keep watching. But the real fans value internal logic. Oh, you've got to construct a rich and consistent canon to build long-term viewership. Not wrong about that. What the heck have canons got to do with anything? Ugh, I can't believe you're so ignorant. This is exactly what caused the show to go downhill last season. You ought to be ashamed at what you've done. Downhill? Are you crazy? I've never looked better. This isn't about you. Now I know you're crazy. Well, that'll work for a distraction. I didn't know human faces could display that shade of red. John really cares about the show, huh? Bad for Becky. He could have been the killer because he found out that Oates was getting canned in favor of a talking poop. Almost. I think we've everything we need now. Are you ready to open the air vent? Ready as I'll ever be. You Oh, I'm looking forward to exploring this ventilation system with you. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I don't know if I'm capable of joking, Honor. Oh, but I would like to learn how! Wait, before we climb in, any idea where this vent goes? I want to end up in the... I could try mapping the internal topography with active radar. I don't have a clue what that means, but if you think it'll help... Okay, we're doing one of these. Okay. Okay. Same thing here I'm getting at. Okay. One. I just wanted that. Or that wasn't. Done. Now, that fills this. That done. I'm going to assume, and then one of these. That one. And then I guess this is the vent. I guess it was the negative space in this one that was the ventilation map. Okay. If you say so. Mapping complete. The vent leads to another room of a similar size to this. Probably Blake's office. I don't think I'll be heading back. Oh, should I look for another way out? No, if I'm going to find a way to prove I didn't kill him, his office is the best place to start. I just hope we don't run into Detective Cross when we get there. No! You better! Otherwise he's locked you in here for no good reason. This vent looks pretty tight. Sure we're not going to get stuck in there? Oh, don't worry, Honor! My sensors have already measured your body and... Shut it! You did what?! Oh, I took approximate measurements of your body compared to the diameter of the ventilation shaft. It's unlikely you will become stuck. Ah! Did I do something bad? Scout! You can't do that kind of thing without asking! Sorry, Honor. Well, you didn't realize. How about you just delete those measurements and we'll pretend this never... What measurements? Good boy. Hey, you can make jokes! Come on, let's get in that vent before I start having second thoughts. It would sound much louder than... No sign of Detective Cross. What's the plan now? Good question. They'll find whoever did. I'll make sure. Scout, can you see anything? I can currently see 432 objects. Can you be more specific, or should I scan them all individually? No, I mean, can you see anything that might shed some light on what happened? And before you say anything, I don't mean to exclaim. Understood. I'll scan the room. Go into questions.
a desk. I mean, this has got to be. We have a 1-to-1 up here. 3-3. Or 7. That was just a guess. Not sure what we're drawing. Nope, not a single one of those did I get wrong. I turned it off. What does hints even do? Tell me where I should be working from? Four, five. Well, that doesn't make it. Oh. I'm just an idiot. I meant to hit there. So then this is definitely... We're here. These two should be... Okay, that was just a guess, but we... Right, so then... Those three. And... Those are filled in. If you say so. Oh, that's a medical report? Is it? Okay. Found a medical report. This is the medical... What is the medical examiner's report doing? Detective Cross must have called someone to check the body. Use these in Murder Miss Terry, when we need to know the basics of about a murder. You know, cause of death, time of death. People were murdered on your TV show? Well, yeah, it's literally in the title. I didn't realize. I thought you said you were innocent. No one actually dies on the show, Scout. They're just acting. Acting? Oh, I see! The show wasn't real! You were just pretending to be an actress! No, I don't have to explain that right now. Give me a minute to read. Cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head. Okay? Just like the detective said. Detective didn't say that. Approximate time of death, 4:30 p.m. Where was I at 4:30? The parking lot. According to my internal chronometer, that's when we met in the parking lot. Of course. Scout, I think I just found my alibi. Oh! Ms. Mirai, what are you doing here? See, this is why you never should have left the room. I guess we question Bill. You really shouldn't be in here, Ms. Mirai. You're gonna get yourself arrested. He is not wrong. Oh, I couldn't stay in the break room. No, I shouldn't be Bill, but I couldn't stay in the break room. How'd you get out? Well, I thought Detective Cross locked the door. And I crawled through the ventilation system with a little help from Scout here. I am Scout! Hi. What is that flying fax machine? He's a robot of some kind. We haven't had much of a chance to get to know each other yet. Scout, this is Bill. He's the studio's one-man security team.
Hello, Bill.
Oh boy, technologies these days is amazing, isn't it? My son can fax me his drawings from home and they come out right in my office here. Well, up until last week anyway. Now they've got him doing macaroni art at school. Cheese gummed up the machine, something awful. There is no cheese when macaroni. Bill, I've got to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill him. Can you help? Oh, you know, I'll do anything to help you out, Ms. Mariah. I don't want to get in trouble. What have you been doing? What have you been doing since Detective Cross arrived? He should have been locked in with the rest of us, security or not. Oh, he put me in charge of guarding the crime scene. He's got a lot to do, so I'm supposed to make sure no one gets in here or touches anything. I guess I kind of failed, because here you are touching all the things. Gee, I hope you don't go to jail. You didn't touch anything, did you? Who, me? Of course not. Well,
What about the medical examiner's report? You were reading it just a minute ago. Did you forget?
oh, the report. Oh, geez, that's super important. I'm gonna be in so much trouble if Detective Cross hears about this. Thanks, Scout.
You're welcome, Honor.
So, you and Detective Cross. What do you think of Detective Cross? Honestly, he's kinda scary. I told him I liked his badge and he towered over me like some kind of enormous angry telephone pole. I swear he looks twice as big up close. He just stood there frowning at me. Felt like hours. Then he pointed at my tie and said it was unprofessional. I like this tie. All I want to do is prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. Oh, you're a smart cookie, Ms. Mariah. But shouldn't we let the detective do his job? And stay in the break room all night? Thanks. Maybe he knows what he's doing, but it's taking too long. Oh, goodness, I think it's Bill's voice that's actually getting to him, which is kind of sad because it's almost the same as Scout's. Scout's just a little more excited about it. At this rate, the real killer is gonna get away. But I know I'm just an actress in a detective show. Heck, I wasn't even the main character. I can help. Oh, maybe, but you're gonna need some serious evidence to convince Detective Cross you're not a suspect. The medical examiner's report says Blake died around 4:30 p.m. I'd left Blake's office way before that. Well, that's great, but can you prove it? I haven't seen your show, but you need evidence. Oh, I've seen it in your show. You need evidence. Scout, did you record anything on those cameras of yours?
Oh, yes, Honor. I automatically keep a cylindrical buffer of the past few hours of visual input.
Cool. Can we save the video of us meeting?
However, I have no way of displaying those images.
All that technology and they didn't think to give you a printer?
I'll add it to the to-do list.
Oh, gee, you know, that reminds me of the fancy CCTV system we were supposed to get. They trimmed the budget and it ended up only getting installed out in the parking lot. That means it got me in the parking lot. Typical management. Wait, you're saying there's CCT outside? I could not read it. That. Sure. No one's ever showed me how to use it, but it's there. CCT can prove my alibi. I was in the parking lot when the murder happened. Can you pull the footage to show Detective Cross? Well, in theory, but you need my fingerprint to open the security office door, and I'm supposed to stay here and guard the crime scene. Guard it from who? Everyone else is locked in the break room. Oh, what if the murderer comes back? Then Scout will blast him with his death ray. Really? He can do that? Honor, yes, that is a thing he can do. Absolutely. Now, you could go get me that tape. Oh, jeez. Oh, if you're sure, I'll be as quick as I can. Sorry. Honor, I don't have a death ray. I know, Scout. Just play along, okay? First real crime scene. Nothing like I imagined. I thought you pretended to solve crimes on your TV show. I did, and I've read so many mystery novels. I've seen so many movies. It sounds stupid now, but I guess I convinced myself I'd know how to handle it. Most people do. But now I'm standing here looking at the body of my... Bill, did you get the tapes already? That's not Bill. Ah! Yeesh! Detective Cross will do just fine, thanks. Do you want to give me an explanation, or shall I skip straight to the handcuffs? Oh, I can't wait to see how you're gonna try and talk your way out of this. Okay, I can explain. How'd you even get in here? Through the air vent? The air vent? Who do you think you are, John McClane? Maybe if you hadn't locked us in the break room, I could have used the door like a normal person. Oh, really? Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize I should have made it easier for you to tamper with the crime scene. I realize this looks bad, but I got sick of waiting around. You haven't even taken our statements yet. This is real life, not some two-bit TV show. Good police work takes time. Not wrong. I'm just trying to find some way to prove I didn't kill Blake. Friend. And you thought breaking into the crime scene was gonna help your case? Actually, it did. There's solid proof that I didn't do it. Bill's just gone to get the security tapes. I was beginning to wonder where he'd gone. Maybe you convinced him to leave so you could screw around with the real evidence. This is a valid point. You'll see, once he gets back, you just have to trust me. Trust doesn't get you very far in my line of work. What's taking you so long anyway? We've been stuck in that room for hours. I'm just doing my job. There's a lot of things to cover. Security photography, evidence collection. I've read enough mysteries to know it shouldn't take this long. Something's wrong. So I'm a little understaffed. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, great. Reassuring to know that Blake's death is so high on the LAPD list of priority. Central's screwing me around again. But it won't work. I might be old, but I'm not getting pushed into a desk job yet. It takes as long as it takes, and that's the end of it. Got any? Yeah, I'm looking at one right now.
Please, detective, I was just trying to help. Being a detective on TV doesn't mean you're qualified to waltz in and take over a real murder investigation.
He is not wrong.
Real police work isn't a game. It's dangerous. And you don't know the first thing about it.
That's where you're wrong. My dad was on the floor.
And I suppose he told you all about it?
He didn't have to. Come home exhausted every night. I saw what it did to him. I might not have the training, but I understand the job. I know what it takes.
Ha! Don't make me laugh. I've seen your show. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on the floor. What would you do if the killer showed up right now? I would blast him with my death ray.
He's just kidding, detective. This is Scout. Detective Cross, this is Scout. Looks like something out of Buck Rogers.
Are you a real detective? Can you help me find my creator?
You'd better get this flying toaster out of my face before things really get ugly. Scout, maybe you should leave the nice detective alone. Aw. I miss it. Yeah, 11. Alrighty, Mazai. I think it's time we move this conversation down to the precinct, don't you? I got it, Honor. I found the security tape. Nice of you to join us. Ah! Detective Cross. Oh, geez. I mean, what a pleasant surprise. Maybe I'm getting forgetful in my old age. But didn't I tell you to guard this room? I am guarding the room. I mean, I was. I just had to go and, to explain how Miss Marple over here managed to get in. You said to make sure nobody got through that door. But you didn't say anything about the air vent.
So you wandered off and left a murder suspect at the scene of the crime?
Isn't he also a suspect?
Alone? With all the evidence?
Well, when you say it like that, I only wanted to check the CCTV system. Would have been back sooner, but I had to take the darn thing apart to get at the tape. Just press the eject button.
There's an eject button?
Ugh. So what do you say, detective? Care to see my evidence? You've got 5 minutes. After that, I'm taking you downtown. That's all I need. Scout, can you scan this? Okay. So, all 10 of these are filled. Ow. Seriously, why is hints always turned on automatically? All 10 of these. So are we building a VHS tape? Is that what we're doing? I assume we're building a VHS tape, yes? Yeah. Something to that effect. Outside of it. Done. That's what you're calling a VHS tape, is it? That's a little too circular to be a VHS tape. These two should be filled in. But okay, sure. That's a VHS tape to you. All right. Okay, what are we looking at? All right, what are we looking at? This is security footage from the parking lot earlier this afternoon. Look, there's Bill. Who's that in the background? Looks like they've got spray cans. You got a problem with vandals around here, Bill?
Them? No, they're just contractors. They're not contractors, they're kids. They've got skateboards, for goodness sake.
Didn't you say you were looking for kids doing graffiti earlier, Bill?
Ah! Oh, he's as enlightening as that is for some of us, I don't see how it proves anything useful.
I'm getting to that, Detective. Bill, can you fast forward to about 4:30? There! That's it! See? That's me, standing by my car. I spoke to Bill, then Scout.
Okay, you were in the parking lot. So what?
Blake was already dead. Blake was already dead. Died around 4:30 p.m. and the CCTV footage clearly shows I was in the parking lot.
They'll all be danged.
Not bad for a TV detective.
I guess not.
Now, if I can just get you to write that in your statement.
Wait a second. How do you know the time of death? Bill, did you let her read the medical report?
Yeah!
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Listen up, everyone. I'll need to keep you here for a little longer. Please,
Please, Detective. I've spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I'd have more luck sorting out the Middle East.
if you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements.
What about me? Can I help out some other way? Scout could...
Listen, Nancy Drew. You got lucky with that CCTV, but that was all it was. Luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this.
Oh, does that mean I get to go home?
Hey! How come she gets to go home? She could be the murderer. I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. The only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in my butt. You can't keep me locked up here! What if I'm nuts?
Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries anything, I'll whack them with one of my dumbbells.
You brought dumbbells with you on a job?
You never know when you're gonna need a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. Know what I mean?
A reclusive nun would get what you mean. And even she'd think 5 minutes is pathetic.
Wait, did I just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you, you've gotta let us out of here. I'm going stir crazy. I haven't settled on, I know he's supposed to be British, but I haven't really settled on, I guess I could settle on it. We need to give him more of a posh voice.
Fine, you can leave the dang room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? I mean it. If you try anything, I'll have you tackled by a patrolman faster than you can say WrestleMania.
Quick question. How cute is a theoretical patrolman? How good is his credit? Does he get on well with his mother?
As for you, go home. This ain't a question, lady. Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report.
Praise the goddess, we're free. Ish. I guess I should go home. Like he's... Don't feel bad, babe. You've earned it. You said you were going to prove yourself innocent, and you went out and did it. Did. What are you waiting for? Oh. Uh-oh. Got that look on. Don't think you can hide it from me, Missy. I know that look. That's the honor Mariah. I'm not giving in special.
Just got myself out of trouble, but what about you guys? Lake. He gave me my big break. I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss. My friend.
Right up until he fired you.
That's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was. Looking back, he was so nervous.
You've been playing detective too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one.
It's not just me. Something else going on. You can't just leave. If you want to keep investigating on her, I'm here to help. Scout, you want to go find a real detective? You may not be a real detective, no, but maybe that's okay. Maybe what I really need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convinced Bill to help you. You proved your innocence to the Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all, because together we can solve anything. Only if you want to try, that is.
Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyway. How about you, Casey? Help me look into it? Absolutely. You know I've got you. But, can I pop to the loo first? I've needed to go for hours, and I'm genuinely scared something's about to burn.
Absolutely.
Alright, well, while you pop to the loo, we have a coffee cup. Alright, look, this is fully filled in. Let's start here. It's 8. So what if we say it's 8 in the... Yes? 6. 6 in the... Yes. Yeah, I just clicked everything. So if we say it's... And then... 7. No. Same thing. 2 and then 7? Yes. No, it is not 1 and 1. That's not gonna... Alright, so this is 5, and then... Yes. Okay. Have 2. 4 and 1. Well, one of these is gonna be... Okay. Oh, I already have this. 1, 2, 4, 5. Gotta be this one. Alright, so then this is gonna be... 5. Gotta be... Gotta be this one. Throw it. Okay. Oh, coffee pot. Oh, is that what we were making? Okay. I ranked up to a D. What's this liquid on her? That's coffee. I don't know how I'd get through the day without it. Ugh. You use other things. I use caffeinated tea and the occasional caffeinated Kool-Aid. Soda. Mostly I use a lot of sodas. Oh, I see. So it's kind of fuel, like gasoline. Kind of, but it tastes better. Or at least it's supposed to. Stuff from our coffee machine. I'm having difficulty understanding. Is this coffee machine a fuel dispenser? We'll call it yes. I apologize for asking so many questions. Many of my intratextual connections on my ontological database were lost when I was discarded. You lost me at ontological. Is that something to do with insects? No, that's ornithology. No, ornithology is birds. No, ornithology is... I know many things, but the relationship between those things is unclear. I am trying to rebuild them. I don't know if it's fuel or not, Scout. It's complicated. Not everything can be broken clean. Facts like... I see. You? Nope! But my programming tells me that it's a good thing to say when faced with things I don't understand. See. We're going back to investigating. I wasn't done yet. I'm not done investigating. Although this looks like the only part of the room. Okay, so yet again we have just a weird patch on the floor. Any big numbers? 7? Okay. That's the only real big number. Okay. Guessing is not helpful. Five. Gotta be there. So that's probably filled in. That one's okay. These 3 are probably... Oh, okay. Didn't see. This is not at all descriptive. You're filled in? Nope, those are not filled. What if I guess? That's fair. Okay. Nope. I have no idea what that does. No clue. I have no idea what I just did. Oh. Gotta be this. Alrighty. Nope, that was one of the ones. Okay. I told you I was gonna struggle through this, right? I did say that when I said I was gonna do this. I was like, I'm gonna struggle through this. That leaves one of these four as a... Does not help at all. That means that one's definitely... That's not a thing. Okay, cool. Helpful, helpful, helpful. Okay. You know, I said that was helpful. Literally. So that leaves this. We have two up here in the middle. That leaves those two in this one. What is that supposed to be? An ID card. Yeah, okay, if you say so. An ID card. Looks like it will. Seems to be quite forgetful with his belongings. Wait a second. This card says it's a Grindmore Studios ID. But I don't recognize the design at all. It's a fake. Well, sorry, Honor. I have no reference to compare against. What about my ID card? Should I have one? Perhaps there's someone more familiar with these cards who can help. Yep. Hey, Casey. But look who it is. The lady that's putting heel into gumshoe. Doesn't even work. Well, that one needs a bit of work. But you get the idea. Hey, quick question about this thing. Isn't that truly the photo? It is. Yeah, I think it's his ID card, but I don't recognize the design. Any ideas? Sorry, doesn't look like any studio ID I've ever seen. Maybe try asking Bill. He checks those things every day. Okay, fair. I should probably introduce you to Scout. A new sidekick? Are you trying to make me jealous? I am Scout. He's kind of investigating crime. Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's probably easier if we don't try and explain it. Well, any friend of Honor's is a friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Scout. We're still not any closer to working out who killed Blake. Any ideas? Obviously, we can't discount ourselves. Obviously, we can discount ourselves. I can't discount you. That only leaves Becky, Truly, and John. Don't forget Bill. There's no way Bill's involved. Wouldn't hurt a fly. You're right. I don't think he could plan a murder even if he wanted to. Last week I saw him get startled by his own reflection. Don't be mean. He's got a good heart. Did I say he didn't? You can have a good heart and no brain. He's living proof. And you're proof that someone can have neither. So I take it that's our thing, is banter back and forth. Okay. What about Becky? What do you think about Becky? Could she have killed Blake? That girl can hold a grudge better than Joan and Betty can put together. Oh, better than Joan and Betty put together. And she wasn't exactly on good terms.
Right, something about a contract disagreement? I don't suppose you've heard any details from the gossip group.
As usual, she thinks she's not getting enough recognition. I heard she was demanding $100,000 for marketing.
That's not so bad. The show could always use more marketing.
Not for the show, for herself. You know, feature article, billboards, the cover of Celeb Life magazine. The Starshine Awards are coming up, and she's determined to win Best Actress this year.
Does she really think she can force herself onto the shortlist through advertising? That's not that crazy, though. How that works.
That's Becky, but Blake was having none of it.
She's been trying to win that award for years.
She's been trying to win that award for years. She's desperate. Who knows what she might result?
What do you make of John?
That weirdo with the bum bag? 3 out of 10 tops.
That's not what I meant.
Fine. Well, there are fans, and then there are fans. Like that girl we met outside the studio last year. It was intense. Like chain you to a radiator and get all misery on your butt intense.
How could I forget? She tried to cut off some of my hair.
I'm not sure if John's in the same league of crazy, but don't you think it's weird that he showed up today of all days?
Good point. What about that contractor?
Julie? Such a dour name. Gorgeous guy.
If he wasn't such a creep, he'd be a solid. If he wasn't such a creep, he'd be a solid 7.
Oh, sure. He tries it on with you and Becky. But what about me, huh? What am I? Chopped liver? No, you're big deal.
This doesn't roll that way.
Honestly, am I really destined to be alone forever? Aren't I? Honestly, I really am destined to be alone forever, aren't I? Might as well get a cat and start knitting my own jumper.
Oh, babe, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe you weren't quite so picky. Might have more love.
A girl should always know her worth, Honor.
Fair enough. I wish I'd known that before I married Ryan. Ooh, okay, so she wasn't married to Blake. She was married to Ryan. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, let's focus. Do you think Truly is a real suspect?
Don't be ridiculous. A murderer with those eyes?
Yeah. Nope. That's solid police work right there. Yeah, nope, solid. Absolutely. You can't have killed anybody. You've got really cute eyes. Yeah, nope. This coming from the man who said Jeffrey Dahmer had a certain mystique. Touché. Be honest. Do you think there's a case against me?
Please. How long have I known you? 4 years? You're about as capable of murder as I am of giving my parents a grandchild.
Thanks. I never suspected you either.
I should hope not. Besides, if I was going to kill somebody, I'd do it with far more flair. Blunt force trauma to the head is just so straight, you know?
I get it. I get the joke. Now can we stop making it? Day-old coffee is better than it looks.
You really need to clear out that bag, do you?
Yep.
Paperwork? Boring. Is that a Becky action figure? Ugh. I knew they made these, but I've never actually seen one. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of jealous.
Don't be. They always get the faces wrong. You
Should have seen mine. They made me look like Dumbo. Good point. They couldn't get my cheekbones right. What's even the point? Okay. I should not have shown that. Back. So all we have is interrogate Casey, but we've done everything. Yeah, all we've got is question Casey, but we've talked to him about everything. I don't know what else they want from me. Go back to the office. Miss Mariah, you're still here? Yes, I am. I have a question, Bill. Bill, how's it going? Still guarding the crime scene, huh? Yeah. Detective Cross wasn't so happy about me going to get the tape. I had to talk him out of cuffing me to the desk. I'm sorry, Bill. I didn't mean it. Oh, don't mention it. Well, I'm just glad you're off the hook. I always knew you had nothing to do with what happened to Blake. Thanks. Have you on my... You and Scout make a great team. Shame you can't help Detective Cross with the rest of the investigation. Yes, we can. That's exactly what we're doing. You are? Oh, but he seemed really mad at you guys. Kept saying things like, that darn vigilante and her flying computer. Well, he didn't exactly give us permission, but there's something bigger behind Blake's death, and we have to find out what. Oh, jeez. Detective Cross isn't going to like that. But no one's supposed to touch anything in here. Oh, don't look at me like that. Oh, I just don't want to make Detective Cross angry again. Oh, I don't think my blood pressure could handle it. Or his, for that matter. What do you make of this ID card? Oh, that's a nice card. Feel the weight of that laminate. Oh, they don't make them like this anymore. I had an uncle who was a big shot in the lamination industries. And he always said, forget the lamination, Bill. It says it's a Grimoire studio. It doesn't look right. Is it a fake? No, it's just an old design. Oh, they went out right around the time I started working here. But that was years ago. You think Truly has a studio ID for that long? Oh, it's possible. Well, just wait here. I'll check our files. You really shouldn't. Oh, I nearly forgot. I found something under Blake's desk. Maybe that scout of yours should take a closer look. The evidence? Did you give it to Detective Cross? Oh, I tried, but he was so busy yelling at me for leaving the room earlier that he wouldn't listen. You take a look? Sure, we'll take a look. Alright, do we have any big numbers? 5 is the biggest number I've got. And then it should be 5 right across the bottom. Okay, there. I'm gonna assume 5 in here. Yes, alright. Either of these could be R1. Okay, R2. Okay. And I'm going to assume this is in every other one. I misclicked. Okay. I was right about every other one, but I was wrong about which every other one. Okay. Okay. One. Okay, so this is all for— oh, that was a 7! Oh, I didn't even see that. That's hair dye. Yeah, okay, sure. It's a small bottle, half full of a dark liquid. Oh, is it more of the coffee you told me about earlier? I don't think you want to drink that. It's hair dye. But what's it doing in Blake's office? Perhaps he dyed his hair. It does appear to be a similar tone to Blake's. I mean, he might be trying to cover up some grays. Strange. I didn't think Master Patterson used anything like that. Then again, we all thought my Aunt Agnes regrew a full head of hair at 91. Turned out she'd gone senile and was wearing a carpet. Okay. Couldn't tell the difference between hair, a wig, and a carpet sample? Okay. Blake didn't dye his hair. Somebody else does. Your friend Casey said he is an award-winning hair and makeup artist. Maybe he could help, could tell us more. Thinking, everyone around here knows about hair dye. Now that Bill's gone, we finally got the crime scene ourselves. We scanned the room and oh, hi. Oh, hello! Julie, what are you doing here? Me? I was just, they're really pushing me towards Julie hard. It's kind of embarrassing. Can we talk? What? Hey there, gorgeous. Got time to talk? This isn't the time or the place for that. We're standing in a crime scene. Crime scene. Cool, pretty. Yeah, and you don't want Detective Cross to find you. So what are you doing? Me? I was just looking for my car keys. I get that. I lose things all the time. Want me to help? I could move this desk pretty easy if you wanted to. Wait a second! What about just leave the desk and the body where it is? Right, yeah, whatever you say. Did you come here for a reason? For the greatest reason of all, love. I wanted to get you alone for what he did not. There's something between us, don't you? A few feet of concrete, bad start. So what do you do around here? Don't think I've seen you set. Oh, you know, whatever comes up. I keep my tools with me, I go where they tell me to go. Didn't you say you were a carpenter earlier? If there's carpentry needing doing, sure. I'll do that. And if something, okay, yeah, you're not even. Who's that rap guy? MC Hem something Hemper? Point is, I'm whatever you need me to be. Except weekends, evenings, and every fourth Wednesday. That's when I do bodybuilding. Mom taught me 3 things. Take care of your body, don't cuss, and don't listen to Paul, cause he's a jerk. He's a drunk. Proud to say I've lived by those rules every day of my life. When I have kids, I'm gonna teach them the same. Well, maybe not that last one. You must be pretty strong. Get in many fights. Who, me? What's that got to do with anything?
Based on a visual assessment, you would be easily capable of killing someone if you wanted.
Hey, what are you trying to say? My gracious, voice work. What makes you think there's something between us? Because I can't stop thinking about it. I was kinda hoping. Same. You got that detective to believe you're innocent. Maybe you could do the same for me. And we can go and, look, you're a good looking, but this is not the time. One of my best friends is dead. Literally right there. You're right. Sorry. Guess I just got carried away. Hey, is Becky single? What do you think of John Red? Could he be a killer? Need alarms back there? No way. Then again, when I was at school, a crony nerd kid knocked some other kid out with a chessboard. So, yeah, if John had a weapon or something, like, it's possible. Think about Becky. She's pretty. Got one heck of a temper. Do you want to get her on her bad side? You don't want to get on her. Trust me. I'm telling you, today is just not a good day for me to do a visual novel game. I come from a long line of mouthy boards. I'm used to it. Mouthy broads, I guess. I'm used to it. I think that kind of anger might have been enough for Becky to kill Blake. I doubt it. My mom was always yelling, but she never killed anyone. So, that would explain where Pa went. What do you make of Detective Cross? Ain't much like the detectives on TV, is he? What you really need is someone like them on... What's that show again? Murder something something, Miss... Misty something mistletoe? Miss Terry. It's murder, Miss Terry. That's right. I bet they'd sort this whole mess out. Say, now that I mention it, you look kind of like one of the chicks on that show. Anyone ever tell you that? Yeah, I get that a lot. Is that your card? How come you've got an ID with my face on? Ain't that identity theft or something? Is this your ID card? We found it in the break room. Shoot, it's a drop it. I really gotta get new pockets for these overalls. How long have you worked here? Not long. A few weeks, I guess. Really? Bill said this ID card design is old. Decade old. I don't know what to tell you. That's the one they gave me when I started here. Come on, babe. You know you can trust me. Okay. I think Blake's killer dyed their hair as part of the disguise. Do you... Me? Dye my hair? Baby, I'm young. I'm virile. Do you see any grays up on my head? I mean... I dyed my hair in high school just because I wanted to change. It was just red. Wasn't anything shocking. Like, crazy colors or anything. That wasn't the style back then. I dyed my hair. I like being. I don't think so. You're only as old as you feel. That's what Gramps used to say. Although he died bungee jumping at 92, so take that with a grain of salt. May cause dizziness, confusion, and hair loss. Well, he's definitely confused. I don't really think we have anything else to talk to him about today. I mean, we could go through presenting all the random... You want your screwdriver back? Huh? Well, that's where my screwdriver went. Thought I'd lost it. You did lose it. Found it. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's cool. Consider it a gift. Okay. So I'm just checking everything. I already tried him with. I think the hair dye is his. I think the hair dye is his. Oh boy, we're examining a body. 6-1. It's a 10 by 10 grid. 4, 5, 6. There. 1. 6. Okay. 6. All right. Yep. There. Trying to figure out the rest of these. This could be the 2. That's 2. That's 1. So 4 is somewhere. Alright, so this is 5 and 2. We already have 3 filled in. 4, 5, and skip 1, 2. So this is the same thing. What are the odds? That could be 1. That's definitely not 1. Okay. Alright, look. Say this is... Oh, this is a 7. Okay. So that gets us 2. This is probably a 1. And then we've got 2 over here somewhere. But not at the back here. Not there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Done with that. 1, 2, 3, 5. Done with that. 2. Okay. Done with that. Alright. What is that supposed to be? That does not make it any clearer. That's supposed to be a phone receiver. Sure. That's odd. Blake's phone was left off the hook. The positioning suggests he had it he'd only just lifted the receiver when he struck. Calling security, probably? Maybe he was trying to make a call, but the killer got to him. I would assume calling security. He was trying to call security. Why are we looking at the corner of a desk of the 10s? All of the... This is 7. This is also 7. Okay, so this is going to be 1. Okay, I screwed that up. Alright. That one I got right. Same thing here. Okay. That was close on my guess there. Alright, so it's not a circle. I was trying to make a circle out of it. Not a circle. And then... envelope? Blake's mail. Okay. Sure. No. Hey, I'm at a rank C. Woo! Look at all these letters. Blake must have been going through the fan mail. We get stacks of the stuff every month. What for? Nothing, really. People just want to say they like the show. Guess it helps them feel closer to it. If they want to be closer, why don't they visit the studio? I mean emotionally, Scout. Fans get to know us through the show and they write to us. Parasocial before it was parasocial. Well, mostly they want to write to Becky, but you get the idea. Here, I'll read you. To whoever wrote episode 6, I hope you trip and fall on your pencil and bleed all over the floor and die in agony. What? Hate mail. I would not advise allowing this person to get closer to you emotionally or otherwise. Here's another one. Mr. Patterson, you've chewed up Miss Terry and crapped out a sorry excuse for a new season. If I ever have the misfortune to meet you in the street, I'll open you up and make your own guts. Ugh. Then maybe you'll know how you made your fans feel. This isn't fan mail, it's hate mail. There are 14 envelopes here with the same handwriting. I calculate a 98% probability they're all from the same person. And they're all signed with the same thing. Showmaster 66. Some kind of nickname. Signing death threats even with a nickname is like a good way of getting caught. So we're not exactly dealing with a criminal mastermind. So are we saying he snuck onto the set? He's showrunner 66 snuck onto the set? I mean, I'm not saying no. It does seem like they're pushing me towards Thule, which means I naturally want to gravitate not towards Thule. Because in my experience with these kinds of things, whenever they're pushed towards a specific direction, not the right direction. Alright, so 5, 6. Okay. That's 6, huh? Alright. What else can we block out? That's about all I can block out for now. That seems to be correct. That's there we go. That would just be my guess on that. So then we have a 2-tooth B. That's so we want oh, I guess there is a 1. Lost my. Alright, so we have 2 here. That one I can block out. Okay. That kind of gives That's it. One. Yes. 3. 1. There you go. Okay. Tape recorder. You say so. Thank you. Magnetic storage. VHS? Betamax? No. Ah! This is an audio cassette recorder. Maybe Blake used it for dictating? Look, there's a tape inside. It's got something written on it. SM66 tape 01. SM could be a code. Initiating brute force. Stop! We're never going to figure out anything like that. Just play the tape and we'll go from there. Okay, initiating playback. Who are you? What do you want? Didn't play dumb with me. You know what you really want me to... Isn't there anything else I can do? Clock's ticking. Alright. Just don't... Finish up on set. Finishing up on set right now. I'll go and... So, this is the guy who wanted me fired? My apology, Connor. The recording seems to be damaged. Some of the audio has been lost. I heard enough. Blake was being threatened. Wish I could tell who he was talking to. There may be more information. I'll continue the playback. Okay, it's done. Told her she's off the show. And how am I supposed to explain this to the network? Not my problem. But we're done now, right? Just the rest of the photos. Give me the rest of the photos. And get out. So he was being blackmailed. Alright. So Blake was being blackmailed to take me off the show. Not so fast. We're gonna hold on to these. We're going to hold on to these just in case. That was never part of the deal. This is, probably some explicitive. I don't know. Calm down. Like, supposed to be over! What should I have done from the start? Okay, this is supposed to be over. I'm doing what I should have done from the start. Get away from that phone! You're not going... So I'm not going to warn you again. Get away from that phone. I'm not going to warn you again. Get your hands off me! Ah! Alright, so whoever was blackmailing Blake to take me off the show is the guy who killed me. He's killed because... Sounds like they were blackmailing. Now, somebody... Sounds like they were blackmailing somehow. Somebody wanted me off the show so badly. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Honor. I wish I could do more to identify the killer's voice. Not your fault, Scout. Figure this out somehow. Finding out who this tape recorder is. Step. Okay, found some new evidence. So let's take a look at... Found these letters on Blake's desk. You ever written to the studio? Huh, this is kind of embarrassing, but I don't really write much. Mostly stick to invoices and Christmas cards. And even then, I make mistakes. One Christmas I accidentally sent bright red lingerie to the hardware store instead of my gal at the time. Would have been fine except she woke up on Christmas morning to 14 plywood. She still wasn't. What about this name? Showmaster 6. Recognize it? That's a name? Sounds more like an exercise bike. I mean, he could be covering, but... This tape recording has the audio of his death. Someone tried to blackmail me. I need answers. Where were you at 4:30 today? I don't really keep track of time most days. Ha! Same. I think I was working on the set. Have any proof? What do you think all these tools are for? I ain't here to build a dollhouse. I ain't got no idea why you're showing that to me. That's fair. I don't either. Okay, so I've already questioned tools as much as I can and showed him everything. Kay has also spotted something outside. I really don't want to leave. Hey, Casey. We found some stuff to talk to you about. Hair dye, please. Can you tell me anything about this bottle? Huh! Where did you get this? This is Cooler brand hair dye. Trust me, Honor, you don't want this stuff anywhere near your head. Bill found it in Blake's office. Not a product you'd recommend, I take it? Oh, you'd be better off using spray paint. I threw all that trash out years ago, and I've been very strict with our suppliers. I've spent a long time explaining all the painful ways it could be inserted into their sales guide if they tried to flog me anymore. So somebody else must have brought it in. This could belong to the killer. If you ask me, you'd have to be a psycho and stuff. But why would a murderer need hair dye? A quick disguise, maybe? What the heck was that? I think it was Becky. It sounded like it came from the set. Do you think she found another body? You'd better go check. Me? What? I would love to be there to back you up. But I should probably stay here. In case the killer tries to hide in the fridge. Oh, fine. Let's go to the set. Becky, why are you screaming? How strange. Room doesn't seem to be finished. TV set scout. This is where we film murder mystery. Becky, you there? Get away from me, you freak! Ah! I said get away from me! What's going on? Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that, you idiot! You okay? Is someone else? Oh crap, he's coming this way! Ah! I'm getting out of here! If he asks, you didn't see me, got it? If who asked? Becky, please! I just wanted to read you something! Hi, Honor. Say, did Becky come this way? She said to meet her in the restroom. I don't think so. Well, I mean, she's kind of horrible, so part of me's like, yeah, she was just here. Come on now. Yeah, she was just here. Didn't seem like she was in the mood to talk, though. Oh, really? Oh, dang it. You know, I almost feel like she's trying to avoid me. Yeah, screaming and running and yelling, get away from me! Didn't give you a hint there? I mean, that could have given you a hint. So if it's brown hair dye, and if we're saying it belonged to the killer, that means Becky is out. I'm actually take a quick...
I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in a second. Yeah. We'll be back in just a second.
You know I'm working on that. Are you trying to help?
Wow, yeah. Jump in that snow. Run in that snow, doggy. Yeah.
Poor thing, it's up to her belly.
Yeah. Seems like she's having a ball, though.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's like, I don't know where to go. I'll just keep running.
I mean, like, she kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it. Did she come back?
No, she's not fine.
It'll probably make him wet.
Sorry if I put too much video on your phone.
Don't worry about it. I have a team to take care of that.
I kind of figure you did. Get it, Kay? Don't let that box get away with being unopened. You tell that box.
Pretty sure she already took the cookie.
Doesn't seem like it.
She's just checking for more.
Oh, okay.
But now she kind of wants to know what's in the box.
Yeah.
You and I both know this is her specialty.
Yes.
Oh, no, there's still some cookie rattling in there, huh?
It's okay, Kay. Open the box. Yeah. Get it. And she's basically got it. She's just gotta get it out.
Yeah.
Bas- yeah, her little pig head from that came from the stocking. Just like, oh boy, here we go. Rawr.
Alright, I absolutely did not forget. Swap over the scene. I did not. Alright, let's question this guy. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm really here on set. I've given everybody like the same voice for this. What are you doing here? Why did Becky scream like that? Oh, well, I guess I surprised her. I never realized TV studio so dark. So you were just standing around in the dark on an empty set. Oh, not just an empty set. This is the actual set where Murder Miss Terry is filmed. I know. Yeah, it was, You're a big fan of the show? Absolutely. Miss Terry, Becky, is pretty much my idol. Don't get me wrong. I love your character, too. Miss Terry and Detective Oates are the greatest TV detectives of all time. Thanks, John. It's just a shame it's all over. Over? You don't think they canceled the show, do you? How can we carry on without Blake? He's the one who brought us all together. It's his show as much as anyone's. But you have to keep going. Think of it as a tribute to him, a memorial season. Wouldn't that be the best way to honor his work? Even if we wanted to, there'd be no Detective Oates. The last things Blake did was You're kidding! Oh, you can't have Terry without Oates. Oh, that's ridiculous. You think that's ridiculous? Wait till you hear about the talking poodle. As soon as I get home, I'm posting it all. I'm posting on alt.tv.mrterry about this. Oh, there'll be angry letters, black faxes, riots. You really want Becky to like you? Oh, she's so cool. I just wish she'd talk to me. No matter what I say, she looks at me like I'm something nasty she stepped in. I don't understand, Becky. Becky has shown no signs of interest in you, but you keep trying. 'Cause she's Miss freaking Terry. Oh, I mightn't have no chance, but I gotta try. Even if she tells me to go to heck, at least she spoke to me. Can't decide if that's sweet or just creepy. Oh, it's creepy. Creepy and desperate. You don't happen to know if she's into poetry? I don't think so. Why? No reason. Should have asked me that first. What do you think about Truly? Oh, he's such a jerk. All muscle and no brains. And the way he's flirting with Becky makes me sick. Oh, if you're trying to find a murderer around here, he's big enough to do it. And stupid enough not to hide it properly either. Why do women always go for meatheads like him? Not all ladies. Not all of us. Not all of us. When there are good guys like me just waiting to be given a chance. Well, okay. You're not a good guy. You're obsessive and insane. You know what? You should just go watch Cinema Therapy. They've got some great good verses. They've got some great stuff that you love on there. Love it. It really explains a lot. Gee, I don't know. Maybe if you respected them as people instead of acting like they owe you something, that'd be a good start. Yeah! Fair play, Honor. Oh, sure. And what would you know about it? Oh. Sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. All this murder stuff has got me pretty tense. No, I think he meant to snap at me. It sounds like he's got anger management issues and he's going to a therapist for anger. Which means he's definitely in the running. Right now, all signs are pointing me towards right? Because we found dark hair dye. This guy has dark hair, so does Tooley. It could be either of them. The fan letters are supposed to, I think, point me towards Tooley, but it could also be this guy. I don't think I've presented any of it. Can you tell me about this Miss Terry action collectible figurine? Oh, it's from season 2, episode 14. You and Miss Terry had to disguise yourselves as exterminators. Yeah, the one with the alien bug cult. I remember that episode. I only got 3 lines, and the longest one of them was, "Oh no, not the bugs again." Not exactly my finest hour. Detective Oates is a faithful companion, but she's not on the same intellectual level as Miss Terry. Thanks. Okay. Don't suppose you can tell me anything about this tape, can you? Sure, it looks like a standard VHS tape. Interestingly, VHS may have won the format war against Betamax, but it was the inferior format in terms of quality. Of course, anyone who's serious about quality like me adopted Laserdisc for all their home video needs. Oh, honey. Just wait till DVD. Not to mention Blu. Speaking of which, when are you planning on releasing Murder, Miss Terry on Laserdisc? That's not really my department. Say about that. Recognize this ID card? No, sorry. Wait, is that a real studio ID? Oh, that's so cool. You didn't get one when you arrived? Well, there was no one in the security booth outside, so I thought it wouldn't hurt anyone if I just came in to look around. Okay, so there was nobody in the security booth. I was going to say that means he came in after the murder, but that's not true because Billy, I think his name is Billy. Anyway, the security guard was wandering the grounds looking for the vandals, right? So he's not in the clear though. Because the security guard left his post to go look for the vandals, which would have left the security post unguarded. So you're saying you snuck into the studio? Yeah, so... But I wasn't doing anything weird. Oh, sorry, I skipped that. Hang on. Nope, didn't even get to see it in the playback. Alright. Well, I've thought about dyeing my hair some kind of wild colors. Wouldn't that be crazy? Anyway, I decided not to. People might think I'm some kind of pop star. I don't want that kind of... Plus, my mom said it's really bad for your hair, so... If I click on this again. Do you dye your hair, John? Okay. So she just asked if he dyed his hair. Oh, okay. I skipped it by accident. Any of these letters look familiar to you? No? Why would they? The wild guess. You've sent fan mail here before, right? I'll bet you know our address by heart. I've also memorized the studio phone and fax numbers and my 10-digit membership code for Miss Terry's Junior Investigators Club. You're in the Junior Investigators Club, huh? Oh, but I haven't sent any fan mail recently. And who signed these so-called letters anyway? You won't find my name at the bottom, that's for sure. True, they're signed by Showmasters. Which is obvious. That's a pretty cool handle. He wrote the letters. He wrote the letters. Did he commit the murder? That's a whole nother question. But he definitely wrote the letters. Because we know the murder is not connected to letters, right? Because the fan letters are just, hey, you're screwing up the show, stop it. But the murder was committed because somebody's blackmailing him to get me off the show. So we know the letters are not necessarily connected to the murder. And he doesn't seem like he wants me off the show. Now that could be a ruse, right? Because I just told him I'm off the show. And he got really upset about that. Now that could just be a ruse on his, right? But he definitely wrote the letters. Because he's sitting here, that's a pretty cool. Did we really have to telegraph it that hard? I mean, I'm just saying. He definitely wrote the letter. Where'd you get that? I mean, I've seen a cassette recorder before. There's nothing special about that one. So it's yours. It was in the office and he dropped it. Quite the opposite. The recording quality was so bad that most of the students... Oh, no. Quite the opposite. The recording quality was so bad that most of the audio is unintelligible. What? Oh, man. I knew I shouldn't have... Shouldn't have... What? I shouldn't have told you how much of a fan I am of your show.
I wasn't in his office. You're trying to sell me some cheap tape recorder just because you play Detective Oates? I've never been so insulted in my life! Was I trying to sell it to him? I thought I just showed it to him. Hang on, this guy owns every mystery collectible. He'll probably buy any old crap. I wasn't selling you. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just wanted to know if you recognized it. Oh, well, okay then. Never seen it before in my life. Right. No, I buy that. No, I buy that. Don't you buy that? I buy that. Found a stack of hate mail and an audio tape, both in the room where Blake was murdered. An analysis suggests both of these belong to the same person, Showmaster 66. So we are confirming that the tape recorder and the letters belong to the same. He's definitely Showmaster 66. I don't think that the murder is related to the, because a fan would not want the co-star kicked off the show, right? They wouldn't. Who wants to see their co-star kicked off? Nobody wants to do that. But whoever killed Blake was blackmailing them to get me off the show. So this whole thing is unfortunately revolving around me. Which I know sounds really... It's just a literal... At the same time, the recording tells us that Blake was killed because someone wanted me fired from the show, right? And a fan would not want me fired. There's a 70.4967% chance that the hate mail was sent by the same person. Yeah, it's possible, but I doubt it. We're dealing with some kind of crazy fan. You're big on the online forums. You must know something on. I don't know what to tell you. Please, don't worry. I think I already know who's Showmaster 66 or... Oh, it's definitely... It's you, isn't it? You're Showmaster. Alright, fine! You got me! It's mine! It's all mine! The tape recorders, the letters, but he's not the murderer. You killed Blake. What did he ever do to you? No! I didn't kill anyone! You have to believe me. I do! For what it's worth, I don't think he killed... I think he was set up to look like he did, but I don't think he killed Blake. Honestly, I think it's Tooley. I think Tooley did it. He's got an old ID, which he probably used, like he probably got his hands on an old ID, changed the photo to be his, and snuck onto the set to blackmail Blake to get me off the show. Now, why he wants me off the show, whole other question. Unless it's got something to do with this ex-husband that they keep, that Honor that I have in the game, right? They keep alluding to Honor's ex-husband, Ryan. So unless, like, maybe Tooley was hired by Ryan to get me kicked off the show, but that doesn't make any sense. That's the only sensical... So far, we don't know why somebody wants me off the show. If we can answer that question, then we find... Alright! What the heck do you think you're doing? Just in time, Detective. I identified the murderer of Blake Patterson. Ugh, you're just not gonna quit, are you? You know what? Fine. It's about time you learn this isn't as easy as you think. Who is the killer and what's your proof?
This is it, the moment of truth. Just stay calm and think it through. You've got this. Hair dye in the ID card proof. I mean, I know they want me to go for the tape recorder, proves John. This bottle of hair dye and the old ID card can really did it. Well, let me see those. Not exactly convincing, Ms. Fry. For starters, Tooley isn't the only one here with brown hair. He's not. And having an old ID card might be unusual, but not illegal. True, but it is strange. Oh. Alright. So you're going to try and tell me it was John? This hate mail was sent to Blake by somebody calling themselves Showmaster66, a pseudonym for John Redford. That's not... Yes, I sent the letters, but only because they were ruining my show! He also planted this tape recorder at the scene of the crime. Why would he plant a tape recorder and record the murder? Why would he do that? No, I mean, yes, I hid the tape recorder in there, but I was only trying to hear about the next season of Murder Mystery. I only wanted to find out what was going on behind the scenes. That's the only reason I'm here today, I swear. You believe me, right? You don't seriously think I'd kill anyone? You? Death threats, trespassing, planting a surveillance device? You'd better come with me. I want to search that backpack of yours left in the break room. You mean you're going along with all this? What about Tooley? He could have killed Blake. Well, that security guy, I bet he's the murderer. But wait, let's not do anything crazy. Move it now. What about me? Done enough. Just keep back and let me handle this. Fair enough. Like, fair enough. Really, Detective, this isn't necessary. Will you just listen to me for a second? Don't I have rights? What's with all the noise? John was just about to open his backpack for me. What for? I guarantee all this nerd is carrying is a bunch of toys and bubblegum cards. Again, why would you be carrying your priceless, expensive, collectible toys everywhere you go? Unless you were hoping to get them signed, why would you not put them up on a shelf and let them be? Makes no sense to me, but okay. Maybe, but there have been some serious accusations made. I need to see inside the bag. But I don't... You'll see. Who? Miss Call? What's she got to do with this? Don't look at me. I've got no idea what he's babbling about. Oh, it's embarrassing, and I'd really rather not. Oh. Fine, I'll open it for you. You can't do that without a warrant. Wait! Don't open that bag, detective! What do you want? Anna, come get this floating rust bucket out of here. It's obviously malfunctioning. If it's the killer's bag, it may be dangerous. I do not advise opening it without proper precautions. Dangerous? Like what? A bomb? There's no bomb inside my bag! That's exactly what a mad bomber would say! Oh, don't you dare open that bag while I'm in here! Well then, leave. The door is no longer locked. Leave! Alright, fine. Stand there and yell. I'm not qualified to handle bombs, dang it. I'll have to call it in, and hitting the bomb squad for a bag full of toys is a new low. Oh, Maybe they're right. Maybe I am getting too old for this kind of work.
I could do a subsurface scan of the bag without opening it. It's not 100% accurate, but it may help.
You can do what? And it's safe?
Oh, there's only a very small chance of an accidental detonation. Statistically insignificant, really. This is crazy! Tin Can is gonna kill us all!
Again.
Girl!
Leave. Door.
That way!
Go. Go on a run if you're worried. Do the scan. Oh good, I get to struggle through this. I'm guessing this is 15. So we're gonna fit all of this in. And all of this in. Yes? Okay, so then 13 would be... Her. Okay. Interest. Not what I was going for, but okay. And then this would be the 6 down here. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that puts us at 6 across. So then, what if we say... Alright, I guessed wrong. That's correct. Not that one. That's correct. Okay. So we need 3, 2, and 2. Okay, so we've got 2. Okay, if you say so. Alright, so that gives us 6 here and 5. Or 5? 3, 5, 6, yes. Alright, so we have 4 and 2, so I need another 4. 4 and... Really? Because that's a... Oh, that's what... No, it's 4 and 1, not 4 and 2. I read that wrong. Alright, so then... This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 3. And I'm assuming this is going to be in every other, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, so we have 1s, so that would be 1. This is only 10, right? Oh, because it's a 10 by... Oh! 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 Oh, I see. Oh, that's a 10 by 15 grid. I was thinking it was a 15 by 15 grid. I'm a moron. Oh. It's an award statue. Did this guy steal the Best Actress award for her? Did this guy steal the Best Actress reward for her? Is that what this guy did? Good news, Detective. There's no bomb inside the bag. Although I am detecting a large solid metal object. Ugh. Let me have a look. Buried under all these sheets of paper. Looks like some kind of poetry. Oh, there's no need to. There's one called The Eternal Mystery, an ode to Becky Call. What? Ow! That's so gross. We'll come back to that. Let me check with this metal thing first. Looks like a trophy. Well, what's this doing here?
Hey, that's not mine. Someone must have put it in there. I'm being framed.
Yeah, he definitely stole the award she wanted. I recognize that. It's a Starshine Award. Why is John carrying a TV? Why is John carrying a TV award around in his backpack? I'm gonna guess, well, he didn't buy it on the internet because this is the 90s. Well, you know what? No, this is the 90s. He might have bought it on the internet. The internet was a thing back then. It just was, like, barely a thing. I can't guarantee that he stole it from Blake's office because I'm not sure if Blake even had one. He must have bought it on the internet. What kind of a nut would buy a TV award on the internet? How else am I supposed to make sure I've got the right size display cabinet? The engraving on this award says it's for Murder Miss Terry. Isn't that your show? In that case, I think there's another explanation. Okay, so he stole it from Blake's office. He must have stolen it from Blake's office. And look, it's got blood on it. Well, well, no wonder you didn't want us to look inside your backpack. Well, I don't know how that got in there, I swear. I just didn't want everyone to see my property. I know it's not very good. It was supposed to be just for Becky. Oh, but now that y'all think I'm some kind of weird loser and a murderer, don't forget, and a murderer. Don't forget murderer. Why would I kill one of the people responsible for my favorite TV show? Oh, I might not have liked some of the new episodes, but you guys are my heroes. Save it for the interrogation room. You're gonna wish you'd spent your money retaining a good lawyer instead of on a bunch of collectibles. John Redfern, I'm arresting you for the murder of Blake Patterson. You've got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. But I'm innocent! Don't listen to him. He's just desperate. You saw the evidence. This case is open and shut. You need to go home and take it easy. Get your head straight. It's been a long day for all of us. Except I still don't think he did it. The murderer could have planted that in his bag at any time. We were all locked in the same room. Right? So it's possible Tooley had it in his belt. Right? And then just hid it in the dude's bag when he got a chance. We're all locked in there. What a day. Babe, I'm just glad it's over. I can hear a cold glass of Chardonnay calling. But it's not over, is it? What do you want about? You caught the bad guy. Or did you notice Detective Cross's frog marching him out of here? Detective Cross Frog marching him out of here. Yeah, but Blake's still gone. It was all because of me. Don't be daft. You didn't kill him. But John wanted Blake to fire me. Not Becky. Not you. Me. If I wasn't on the show, Blake might still be alive. Forget the glass. I'm sensing this is more of a bottle of Chardonnay situation. Maybe two? Right. Probably just need some relax and process everything. Absolutely! You need some downtime, babe. How about we hit the town? My treat. I know this great drag place just around the corner. Can't we just hang at my place instead? I don't know if I want to. No problem. I've still got some stuff to pack up, so I'll meet you out in the parking lot in 10. A reminder, we still haven't found your car keys, Honor. Dang, forgot about that. Casey, can we make it 20? Sure, I've been stuck in here for hours already. What's another 20 minutes? Alright. Nothing to question or investigate. Check the office. We worked through a lot of great episodes. Nick was a talk if I now it's the same room. Feels so different. Understandable. Many things have been moved. I detect 4,931 differences in object positions and orientations since my last scan. Cross must have had a team collect any pieces of evidence. At least they've finally taken Blake away. There's some. Was one of the pieces of evidence they collected my car keys? Because that is very possible. One of the pieces of evidence they collected might have been my car key. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, nope. I said that. Alright, any big numbers I can start with? 8. 5, 6, 10. Alright, so we're looking at a 10 by 10. So... okay. There we go. Alright, what about here? Any big numbers? Alright, look. 4, 5. And then that's gotta be the... 1... no? 1 and 1? Misclicks. Misclicks are gonna kill me. 4 and then... down here. I have no idea what... no clue. So we have a 2 by 2. Okay. That's got to be 2. That's highly doubt that's gonna. This is a 6 and a 1, so we gotta have 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. Got that sorted out. Any other big number? 5 here. 5, 5. 4 and then oh, 4, 1 and 2. Okay, nope, that's already sorted. That's got to be 4, 1. That's got to be 3. So we've got 2 here. No, that's not 1. 3 here, 1 here. I'm assuming that's correct. Didn't tell me any of them are wrong, so we'll... okay. That's a... these... okay. So then those 3, it's between one of these. Yes. Alright, it's gotta be those 2. Gotta be a 2. It's 3. Those 3, the 4, and then... what is that? photographs. Oh, we found the blackmail photos. Oh, buddy, we just found the blackmail photo. It's a Polaroid. Frost must have missed it when he took the rest of the evidence. We took my keys and left the photos. Wait, didn't Blake mention photographs on the audio tape? They were using them to blackmail him. Photograph seems to show two people engaged in some form of wrestling. Yeah, we'll call it wrestling. Dude's been cheating. They're not wrestling. They're yeah, he's been cheating on his wife. So who are the two people in the picture? Obviously. So who are the two people? Obviously, that's Blake. So I guess that's it. Oh, that is not his wife. Wonder he didn't want these pictures to come out. A scandal like this could have ruined him. He's a TV producer in the 90s. I don't think anybody will care. I mean, his wife would care. But I don't think anybody else will care. Something written on the outside. Get rid of Honor Mazai or this goes public. That confirms it. Blake was blackmailed into... Detective Cross can add that to the list of charges against John. I just don't get why he hated me so. According to his letters, he was upset about recent episodes of the show. True, but he was so excited to meet Becky. He didn't seem to hate me at all. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't because he's not the one who was blackmailed. Honor, wait! Well, I just ran a comparison on the writing from the back of the photograph. It doesn't match the handwriting on John's letters. Duh! Saw that coming. He could be innocent? You're saying he could be innocent? Oh, I don't think I'm qualified to make that judgment. Oh, but I don't believe he took this photograph. And if he wasn't the one blackmailing Blake, he may not be the killer after all. We have to take this to Detective Cross. Blake's murderer is still out there. Let's go take a look at the set, because I'm still looking for my keys. Maybe you dropped your keys in here. Shall I scan the room for them? Worth a try. You do know what keys actually look like now, right? Only one way to find out. I mean, I don't think it was Becky. Right? I don't think it was Becky because we found the brown hair dye. Which means whoever did it had to have dark hair. Or no, they had to have dark hair. So do you have any big numbers? Any big numbers? Not that I see. Biggest number I see is 5. Their hints just kind of show me where to start. I don't understand what this... I'm assuming that fills these in with, I don't know, but it also locks them in place, so like if I guess wrong... I don't know. 3, and then we go 4, 5, done. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is gonna be harder to guess. Alright, so this is a 2. Okay.
this is possible that it goes all the way. What's that? Alright, so we have 2 here. Or 5. Skip 1. So we have 4. Skip it. Okay. Okay, no, that does make 3. That would be 1. And then 3? Yeah. That's enough. Okay? No, that tracks. That tracks. Okay. That would be that one. Would be enough. This would be. That would be. That tracks. That tracks. Okay, and then this only has. Gotta be. It's 3. Okay. 1. Nope. Definitely. But nope. Oh, we already have 1 filled in. Okay. 2 and then another 1. Alright, so we were going for negative space with that. That's my key. Found my car key, by the way. You actually found them! I did! I did! As Bogey once said, I think this could be the beginning of a B. Bogey? Yeah, Humphrey Bogart. Don't tell me you don't know Casablanca. Casablanca, the largest city in Morocco? Not the place, the movie! It's a classic! Well, I don't think I ever watched a movie before. You'll love it. As soon as we get out of here, we're watching it together. Hey, Becky. Got some questions. Oh, hey, Honor. John will be down at the station by now with Detective Cross. Wonder how the interrogation's going. I was onto him from the start. As soon as he came into the break room, I was like, he's the murderer! But no one wanted to listen to me. Seriously, Honor, sometimes it's exhausting being right all the time. Yeah, it must be awful. It's so unfair! Everyone knows the show's ruined now that Blake's gone, so I'll probably never get my Starshine Award! And I missed my party! This day has been a total disaster. I just want it to be over. You know, you're free to leave, right? I bet you could still make that party. I could, but I've already missed the paparazzi opening window. It'd just be a waste of time. I thought you went to these parties to meet people, not just to get photographed. You think getting anywhere in Hollywood is about networking? It's all about the column inches, Honor. You go to a party, get snapped looking glam on the way in, and then get snapped again on the way out, making sure not to look too sloppy, of course. Get a snap the next day with a giant coffee and huge sunglasses, and you've got a double-page spread in celeb life. Or you could just marry some rich guy and step all over the people who spent years working towards their dream. But you'd know more about that than... So you were so obsessed with getting a Starshine Award. You know you're a good actress. You don't need an award to prove it. That award is my dream! I've wanted to win Best Actress since I was a little girl, and I'm not gonna give up now! Don't you think it's a little unhealthy to focus on it like you do? It's healthy to have goals, Honor. I know I'm a good actress, but I want everyone else to know. I want to be able to shove that award in all their faces and say, see,
I made it! Yep, sounds totally healthy to me. Okay. So she's got newsflash, I don't care. Oh god, I don't want to see that thing ever again. Really? But it's a tiny version of you. I'll admit, I'm pretty cute in miniature. Okay. So I'm just going to show her all this stuff and then I'm going to be out. Hey, watch it! One slip and I'll end up a brunette! Okay. I thought John was a fan. Why was he sending hate mail? Seems he didn't like the way the show was going. Wanted different writers, I guess. Why do all these freaks think we owe them something? Don't they realize they're watching our show? Shouldn't you give that to police or something? I should, actually. Hey, that's a Starshine Award! Let me see that! Oh, it's just for Best New Show. Forget it. Just found this Polaroid of Blake. Did you know he was having an affair? No, but I can't say I'm surprised. He never did keep his promises. Like the time he promised me I'd win Best Actress in my first year of the show. Look, I found my car keys. What do you want, a medal? No, it's just I've been looking for them all day, and it was this whole thing, and then Scout was trying to help, and... You know what? Never mind. It doesn't matter. It's so weird. Right. So I've done everything that I can with her for now. I am going to go ahead and leave it here for today. And I will be back tomorrow. We'll go ahead and finish this game off tomorrow. I think there's probably a couple more cases that we can do. I'm pretty sure we're towards the end of this case. But I will be back tomorrow. I am going to head out for today. We will be doing more, I forget the name of this. Murder by Numbers. We'll be doing more Murder by Numbers tomorrow. I am live every Wednesday to Sunday, somewhere between 8:30 and 9 a.m. Eastern or New York time, whichever's easiest for y'all to Google. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, everyone.